Wow. I'm going to just make a very quick video reacting to this StarEngine panel because I was excited, but that kind of has blown my mind. I think there was more information in that one panel than we've had in about 5 years from the game. So it's been crazy. Let's go through some of the things that happened because, maybe we are about to hit big progress in this game. There's too much to actually cover, but I'll just show you some of the bits in the background as we talk about them. In the first kind of seamless demo, this was supposed to recap the tech that was already in the game, although they just chucked a load of things in there that were new as well. We had a fauna reveal, we had some space cows, which was nice. We had a new quantum travel animation, which I didn't know if I actually completely loved this. We've got some space whales jumping, we've got the Pyro jump gate as well, and then Pyro sort of Ruin Station, the interior of Ruin Station as well, and then all sorts of things that then they went on to talk about, which kind of were amazing. The first thing, we had a bit of talk about cloud. So we saw some updates to all the cloud tech, and effectively they fixed the grainy clouds, and that's coming in a 3.22 patch. So bad news if you're expecting a 4.0 patch at the end of the year, but we're getting a 3.22. Then we got some dynamic fire stuff. We've already seen some of the fire tech, and this really was just an update of them and seeing it in game. And it looked good when we last saw it, and it looks amazing now. The water, they've massively upgraded the water. This was kind of talked about, and I heard some rumours a while ago that water was going to be a big thing for this year, and it looks stunning. So they've improved just the general look of the waves and that sort of thing, the foam on the waves, but they've also massively improved how the surface, kind of the simulation of the surface, how it's affected by people walking, gunfire, and how ships affect it, and it looked stunning. So I wasn't expecting it to be that good, and it was amazing. We then got some stuff on the renderer, so hooray, this was good stuff. We got some blood, sweat and tears, look at scopes, talked a bit about HDR, although nothing really new there. And then, wow, we've got some upscaling, so it's not with us yet, but it's coming. We've got DLSS and FSR and CIG's own implementation of that, so that is very good, and it doesn't sound like it's going to be that far off. They talked about frame generation as well, but they said that would be further off when they've actually just improved general performance. Then for this channel, hooray, we've got the Gen 12 renderer and Vulkan, and basically they're done with the Gen 12 renderer nearly, and Vulkan is running. We saw a demo of it running. Doesn't really show anything, but it is running, but it's not quite ready for prime time yet, so that's exciting. It's coming. Then I was hoping to see some ray tracing stuff, and we got some ray tracing stuff. So they showed us their global illumination stuff. They explained what it was and gave us a load of demos, and it looks good. They've also, as I kind of suspected, they're going to have to do a software global illumination and then a hardware global illumination. So they have to be able to do a lighting system that works for people who don't have hardware ray tracing cards. So they've come up with two systems, and their software GI basically is not as good as the hardware GI as you see in this image here, but it is a middle ground and it looks better than what they had previously. So that's all good stuff. And again, I don't think we should expect that just yet, but it looked really, really good. We then had some stuff on cloth and hair, everybody's favorite subjects, but it did look really good. And then they did the Maelstrom Damage System, which I had kind of speculated might be a bit like Battlefield's damage system, and basically is. It looked great. Particularly when the ship was kind of falling to pieces after an impact, it looks amazing. So that's really, really cool, and I think that will only get better as time goes on. And then they saved not the best till last, because I think all of it was amazing, but probably the biggest thing till last. They gave us a PES and replication layer demo, and they just showed it in a really visual way. This is the first time I think they've done a really good job of showing how it works. And so they had servers, they crashed servers, they used replication layer to reload into those servers. You didn't actually 30k, you didn't lose connection to what was going on. You just reconnected again, and that was great. And then the big one, they did a very basic server meshing demo. They had 3 servers connected to each other, and they're very excited about this. Chris Roberts said that when he saw this demo 3 weeks ago, he cried. So I think it's finally coming. Obviously, this is nowhere near ready. This is a tiny, tiny demo, but it's on its way. I think they feel quite confident in what they've done. They feel like they've actually done it, which after quite a few false starts where they've tried things and it hasn't really worked over the last kind of 4 or 5 years, it feels like maybe we're actually coming to a place where we might actually really see server meshing in our hands in the next, I guess, realistically 2 years. I think it's still be a while, but exciting times. So I've really just whizzed right through that because I just wanted to get this out and carry on watching, but it was a stunning panel. My hope was that was going to be the best panel, and I doubt anything will top that because it was so much good information in there, and they've made progress on so many great things. And from my point of view, this channel was about Star System performance and all the stuff in there, the tech stuff as well. It was amazing. So let me know what you thought in the comments. I was blown away by this.